Thank you again for everyone being here. It's a crazy situation, and we know that you have a lot of questions. So we hope we can answer them for you. And we want to just start by, and Helen, if you want to go to the next slide, please. Just start by asking you to please sign in. We have a link that we're putting in the chat. We just want to kind of capture the people who are excited to learn more, because a big part of the work that we're doing is trying to build a coalition of people who are trying to make things right for our students.
When we talk about this issue, it's important to not just center the community members, but those most impacted by this. Our students have been advocating and taking action on this topic similarly for years now. It started. I just want to kind of elevate our executive director, Xochitl Cortez, who's been doing this work for over 35 years when she first started organizing around lead issues in East Oakland. And then fast forward those 35 years, and our students at schools like UFSA, Life Academy are still doing that. And back in fall 2021, they started doing some soil testing to identify lead levels in the Fruitvale and at their schools. And the results were alarming. Lead levels were up to 15 times higher than what's considered safe. And as they continue working in this and advocating for their communities, they took action. They started reaching out to community members, doing door knocking campaigns. They even presented to city council members and organized the first student-led town hall. And back in 2023, they started retesting and got similar results again and made further demands to the city council. They really wanted to make sure that any lead settlements funds were allocated more effectively for remediation efforts, and specifically prioritizing impacted communities like theirs. And this fight continues today, as we mentioned. And I want to kind of give some voice to the students who are still leading these efforts and still doing community outreach. And so we brought a few of our youth leaders here today who I want to turn the mic over to so we can hear from them firsthand, because they're dealing with issues at their schools where they go sometimes days without water. If they forget to bring, water bottles to use the flow stations and things like that. So I wanted to introduce you to both Hannah and Sarai, who are some of our student leaders who have been organizing around this. And I wanted them to share, they wanted to share some of their insights and some of the work that they're doing.
So the lead issue is important. Oh, wait, sorry. So I'm Hannah Lau. I work with Frontline Catalysts, and I'm a student at OUSD, specifically Life Academy. This issue is important to me because it's important to ask the students about this issue, because we're the ones being directly impacted. Students such as me and my classmates have a right to our own body and health, and should have a say in something that determines our future health as well. Because if we keep this up, that will obviously lead to effects with our developing minds and bodies. So what we've learned is to definitely be more cautious of our environments, specifically around like old buildings and places without much maintenance, because there could be a very high probability or chance that there will be lots of like high level lead. And like this is the first time some of us have done anything like this, but if you don't allow yourself to grow and like continue to experiment, you'll never learn anything.
Hello, I am Sarai Hernandez. I am part of the youth in Frontline Catalyst. And some of our next steps and our ideas are social media, to definitely advocate on this issue, because even though, like, as I said earlier, that not many are aware of this issue and it seems brand new, even though it's been going on for several years and it's been only recently reported until now. So definitely spreading out the word. Environmental school clubs. I'm currently the president of Frontline Catalyst Club for my school, Kip King, even though it is not in Oakland, we should still not stop advocating for people outside of the community to also learn about these issues outside of Oakland. Another idea is to test the water in these schools and to design the poster and the flyers, like in order to like catch attention, make them colorful, but also be straightforward and get the message across. And a very good application for this is Canvas, which has been an effective software to be able to create these flyers and efficiently and be able to print these out. Speaking at school board meetings, and then going on next to our demands to make sure that this never happens again, that OUSD is recognizing the issue and being transparent and not stopping just at the school, but going out into the community, because it's not only these schools that have this lead issue, but it's also people's homes.
Thank you. And I just want to elevate that the young people know about this issue, and they are more than capable of also participating in this work. And we have to get more young people involved in this work and elevate their voices in this process. And so I put a call out to teachers, to parents, to engage their youth in this process and empower them to connect and take action.